let's talk about production distribution systems problem today. Our objective is always to achieve a profitable system. In order to have a profitable system, we must satisfy a necessary condition, pre-sale, protect the sales. Now, in order to protect the sales, we must take some actions that will increase the inventory, because my replenishment times are long, and the reliability of replenishment is poor, and also the forecasts are not accurately made. Besides this, in order for us to have a profitable system, we must also satisfy one more necessary condition. That's we must control the costs. In order for us to control the costs, we must hold less inventory, because inventory is cost. So it's no-brainer. More inventory means more investment. More investment means a problem on the cash flow, and there could be obsolescence also. All these factors contribute towards the increase of the cost. Now, any level I choose turns out to be unsatisfactory compromise. I sometimes hold less inventory, and I sometimes hold high inventory. Whenever I find that there is a pile of inventory, I try to reduce that in order to arrive at a satisfactory inventory. But in the process, I reduce the inventory to that extent that my customers turn out to be not satisfied. They are turned away because there's no goods available at the shop. So there is a direct conflict between holding less inventory and holding high inventory. Right? Now, we oscillate between these two states of less inventory and the high inventory, and we sometimes reduce costs, and we sometimes protect the sales in the process. Now, how can we operate according to a much more accurate forecast, operate with a significantly reduced replenishment time, and increase the reliability of the supply? This, of course, has to be achieved without trying to have an accurate forecast system and without eroding the margins or increasing investments into supply and replacing the unreliable vendors. Now, this is going to be the biggest challenge for all the sales marketing people. However, in order for us to understand a solution and create a solution, we must understand the problem of greater depth. Now, let's understand what this animal distribution is all about. A distribution is the consumption locations are remote from production locations. That's the first characteristics of the distribution system. The customer is prepared to wait for some time, then that's no problem. But then his capacity to wait for the product to be given to him is going to be very negligible. He would like to have it off the shelf. When you go to a mall, you notice yourself carrying those pieces of soap or tubes of toothpaste is picked up and dropped into your batch. So the tolerance time of the buyer is very short, and the time it takes to make the product available at the point of consumption. So this is another important characteristic of the distribution. Now, this defines distribution in a broader sense than the conventional definition. It can also apply to the case of a plant feeding into other plants. Therefore, the ensuing discussion is important for upstream into in this upstream links of the supply chain. Now, the consumption locations are remote from the production locations. inventory. That's the first characteristics, right? Now, I have a plant in Faridabad and I'm in Hyderabad wanting to buy a piece of good. I want to buy. Well, the person in Faridabad replies to me, says it will take at least 1 month to deliver. So, what do? I decide that, okay, the tolerance time of the buyer is short, then the time it takes to make the product available in the point of consumption. So there's a business opportunity here. Let me hold some inventory of goods close to the customer. But I need them now. I will buy from some otherwise I'll buy someone else. So the actions that I take is I make the goods available at the point of sale. How much should I hold at the point of sale? Straightforward. It's obvious that the amount of inventory should be proportional to the consumption. What is consumption? The only common factor. There are other things that take place. Replenishment time is as important as the level of consumption. The longer the replenishment time, the more inventory the selling part should hold. So, if you placed an order and it's not instantaneous, so you'll have to wait for the goods to move from the back to anywhere. It's as simple as that. Physical distribution. So, the lead time to deliver is 1 month. The average consumption per month is about 16 units. So I should order 16 units. Now, there's one more thing. You should also place an order for a month in advance because it takes so much of a time for it to be produced. The selling point should order inventory to the target consumption with the replenishment time. Here, the distribution system has inventory on the way and additional inventory at the site. Okay. And once you have 16 pieces in your stock, then you must also place an order for 16 pieces to travel through that period of time during this consumption period, and then let those pieces come at the time when these pieces are sold. So this is the way the distribution system works. So what we can conclude is the selling point should order inventory to the target consumption replenishment time. So the distribution system has inventory on the way plus additional inventory at the site. How does the replenishment time impact the level of inventory carried on the way? Or how does the replenishment time impact the level of inventory at the site? For that, we need to understand the different elements that comprise replenishment.